So welcome, I've come out today to test my gear in the rain. You know, sometimes on those days when it's pouring with rain, it's good just to come out on a nice walk, maybe test out your wet weather gear, test out your tent, just for a few hours in the woodland. It's really absolutely pouring down, and I've just put up this temporary tarp just to take shelter, and then I'm going to see if I can find somewhere to put my tent. I've got the DD super light tarp, so it's very lightweight. Stick it in your bag, and it's very handy just to tie between a couple of trees, just for a temporary shelter. When the heavens open up, you can just sit underneath and just stay out of the rain. It has actually eased off slightly, so a bit of a respite. But if you take a little tarp like this, you don't get absolutely soaked. Maybe you haven't got time to put up your whole tent. And the good thing about coming out in the rain like this is that there's very few people around. It's just good to scout out different areas, to look out for places where you could possibly camp in the future. This is a lovely woodland, like a public woodland, but it's quite busy with dog walkers. But not many people come out when it's like this, although there are one or two. I've got this Rob jacket which I use for my wet weather jacket. It's just been recently cleaned and re-waterproofed, so no water's come through, so that's all ready as well. Testing my backpack and this cover, which has been pretty good in the past. It's kept everything dry inside. You can also put things in dry bags to keep things dry. I have got a tent in here, my little bivy tent, and a sleeping bag if I want to put that up to maybe lie down for an hour or two. Move the tarp now because I'm going to put in my bivy tent underneath, so I've got shelter. The entrance will be somewhere here, so when I get in and out I won't get wet. So I think this is a sort of solution for my bivy tent, to use this DD super light tarp, especially when it's raining. Plus it's not too heavy to bring along, because otherwise, and the other thing with this bivy tent is that you have to pitch the inner sheet first, which means that everything will get soaked before you put the outer on top. So this could be a solution, so let's try it. Okay, so there it is, tucked in behind this huge fallen tree with the tarp above over the entrance, so I can get in and out and have a short rest inside. Thankfully the rain has lightened off here, otherwise I would have got part of the tent quite wet because the ground wasn't that even in that far end, so I couldn't pitch it right underneath the tarp. Let me show you what it looks like from the other side. So you can just see the tarp. If I remove the tarp, you couldn't really see me at all behind there. It's a really good stealthy spot, away from the footpath and hidden behind this huge fallen tree. And because it's such a low profile shelter, the Snugpack ionosphere, you can't see it. Plus what you can see, you've got the camouflage with the leaves, which sort of blends in quite well. So in actual fact, now that it's stopped raining, I'll probably take the tarp down, and I don't really need it anymore. So I'm going to take the tarp down and have a little bit of a stealthy rest here, because no doubt people are going to come out now because the rain has stopped for the time being. Okay, a few mosquitoes about, so gotta get in quickly inside the tent all comfortable in there. So now I'm in, away from the mosquitoes, hidden behind this big tree. I can hear people on the footpath now, so people have definitely come out now walking. So just a nice relaxing time here, get my head down for an hour or two, lazing on the Sunday afternoon. You can hear people are back out on the footpath now. So I think it's time to get up now. Nice little rest inside the tent. It's totally dry now. Rain has stopped, so no more rain test. I feel relaxed. Just having this time out for a couple of hours. Really lovely on a Sunday afternoon. No mess, no litter, didn't cook anything or leave any litter. Just a bit of flattened ground. And that's it really. Now I can head out. Nice pleasant walk before the next rain comes through. Good place hidden behind that huge log. Another place I've found. Just shows you there's more camping places than you know. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have any problem at all camping here for a night if I wanted to at some point. Not the most beautiful section of woodland here, but in terms of being away from people, then it's perfect. And after all, once you're out in the quiet and got your tent up and you're dry and warm, it doesn't really matter where you are, does it? This Snugpack Ionosphere tent, I would say, is probably my best stealthy little tent because it's so low to the ground. And I think it's pretty weather resistant. I mean, I've had it in quite heavy rain and never had an issue with it. It didn't really get soaked then because the weather had calmed down a bit. I don't feel claustrophobic inside. I usually have the door open like that so I can see out into the woodland. So not claustrophobic at all, and just very low profile, and that's what you want really. Also it would be good in the wind, I think. So sometimes on those wet Sunday afternoons, instead of just thinking, well, I'm just going to watch TV, you can almost do the opposite, which is what I did today. It's looking like a really wet afternoon, so I thought, well, why don't I go out and do a short camp instead in the local woods. I feel so much better having done that. I can still go back and relax now, but yeah, tested a bit of kit, tried a new setup. I feel a bit more prepared for my next adventure. Lovely fresh air, bit of a relax, lie down and snooze in the tent maybe. Just found another place to camp as well. So you put all those things together, achieved so much more than if I just spent 2 or 3 hours just watching a film or something. So I encourage you to try and get out a bit more, and don't be put off by the weather. Just maybe get some kit that you can test out in the wet conditions. It brings a whole new meaning to bad weather, because you learn a few more skills, you learn how to use your gear better, and you stay in practice for the next time you go camping on a proper camp. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed this short video. Hopefully it inspires you to get out a bit more, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.